If you are interested in learning how to access the Akashic record, I'm offering a 2-hour session for $100 where I'll help you and guide you to do the records by yourself. Just email me at manifestyouridealdreams@gmail.com. I will leave the description below too. Here is the review of my very first client. I hope to see you at the session. Now let's get to the video. There are infinite numbers of dimensions out there. Currently, we are experiencing the third dimensional reality. Simultaneously, we are also experiencing a major shift in the matrix, the timelines, the realities, the dimensions. Everything is happening right now at this time, even without our awareness. That's why it is very important to work with our higher selves and our lower selves. Let's talk about the difference of the dimensions, as this is our main focus today. Note, this is just a simple explanation for us to understand, but dimensions are far more vast and complicated, and there are many versions of itself. Just like how our visions of heaven and hell differs, or the near-death experiences. Dimensions are awareness, but it's a lot more deeper and complexer than that. The first and the second dimension are based on a lower awareness of survival. Nothing else matters but survival. So we have an awareness of fight or flight. Usually, this is what's going on in the jungle. The predator would capture the prey to eat in order to survive. The prey would flee to run away from danger as far as possible, or they would fight to defend for their lives. At the next level, we have the third and fourth dimension, where we are currently at. While we also embody the characteristic of flight or flight, we have greater awareness. We have morals and beliefs. We are able to think between good and bad, right and wrong, light and dark. This is also the dimension of duality, as we are constantly facing and experiencing ups and downs. Life seems to be very normal and nothing out of the ordinary is happening. Just like how animals are stuck on the basis of survival, we are stuck in the mindset of going to school, going to work, earning enough money to support ourselves and our family, and being part of a good working member of society. In this realm, logic dominates everything, as we usually get shut down when trying to explain like what a starseed is and what multiple realities are. A lot of things here are deemed illogical, and our ideas are often suppressed and mocked. But I believe many more people are starting to open up to new possibilities of life, new ideas, new potentials, to evolve our mindset and our own essence. This is how we are when we are in the fourth dimension. We start to think differently about ideas such as light and dark. We start to accept pain as a form of learning. We start to be more open. We start to look for ways to improve our quality of life and to become the best versions of ourselves. Instead of just working in a 5 to 9 job, we start to focus on our dreams and what we truly want in our lives. Now, things get even more interesting from here. From the fifth dimension, everything will start to be based on love, as it is the vibration of unconditional love. Life will change completely from here. Instead of service to self, we will shift to service to others. Instead of punishment, everything we learn will be based upon love. The prison system and the educational system will change completely. Right now, we are in a place of fear. Fear of punishment, fear of the consequences, fear of making mistakes, all because we don't want to get in trouble and we don't want to get punished. But in the fifth dimensional realm, that would be all gone. The financial system will also be removed, as our lives will stop revolving around money. We won't have to constantly work 5 to 9 jobs just to pay for our bills. Poverty and homelessness will also be gone, and everyone will have a place to stay and belong at. Our basic minimum needs will all be met. Right now, we are always trying to work to survive, to have our basic minimum needs to be met. But in the 5D realm, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Lower emotions or negative emotions will feel less significant to us, as many lower energies or entities will not be able to withstand this realm, and they will have to find somewhere else to feed on. I believe we will integrate our lower selves and our shadows and transmute them to be part of our light. We will also transform our physical body into something new. I have been hearing how our bodies are slowly becoming more crystalline, and I have even seen some articles about them, where they found crystal skeletons. If that is really the case, we will have much stronger bodies, and we don't need to eat or sleep much. Animal killings will pretty much cease, as eating meat or animal products will no longer be a necessity. The Divine Feminine will also be fully restored and will lead our next generation. Many of us will be able to express our own truth and have our creativity shine to its brightest. As you know, we are heading towards a more feminine society than the masculine. And as we enter the 5th dimension, we will notice that a lot of things will be possible. Manifestation will be easier. Magic will become reality. Just like in the fiction movies, we will see more levitation, flying, telekinesis, pyrokinesis. All of this fun stuff will become possible. So don't be surprised if you suddenly see people flying out of nowhere in your neighborhood. Many ancient Atlanteans or Lemurian technologies will also be restored. We will be able to generate unlimited energy without polluting our planet, and so much more will happen. Even the pyramids, there are a lot of mysteries hidden in them that will be uncovered and reused again, like the stargates that are used for teleportation and traveling. We will start to be able to see creatures and beings from the 5th dimension. The dragons, the fairies, the Yetis, such as Arcturians or Pleiadians, they will all become visible to us, and they will work with us directly. Humanity will be able to join the Galactic Council or the Galactic Federation of Light. And right now, we are seeing a lot of UFO sightings. I don't know what that means, but the future sounds interesting. So that is the 5th and the 6th dimension. The 7th to the 8th dimension is literally a high fantasy realm. Anything from fairy tales and childhood cartoons become reality. It's like this is the universe of our inner child, where you can have all the adventures and childhood fun as much as you want. All the fantasy imaginations from your childhood are likely to be from this dimension. The energies here consist of a lot of pink and purple. We have no physical bodies and we travel as spirits. Manifestation are instant, and we only need to use our imaginations or willpower to manifest. We are also able to time travel. It's very similar to astral realm, to astral projection. But in the astral realm, you can attract both the good or bad, where in the 7th to 8th, it's more heavily guarded. In the 7th to the 8th dimension, things are very spontaneous, as you are completely free from anything, no responsibilities and restriction. The space is very light, and I see many spirits travel beyond light speed and dimensional warp to wherever they feel like going. Some examples would be purple grass fields, sky castles, magical worlds, things that are beyond our imaginations. It is very interesting stuff, as I have seen some of my clients having potent lifetimes in this realm. And then there is the 9th to the 10th dimension, which are the angelic realms. All sorts of angels, archangels, and angelic beings or creatures reside here. When I'm talking about creatures, Pegasus comes to mind, as they are angelic and their aura is brilliant white. So, the angelic beings are usually all light and fully white aura. You feel completely at peace around them. You feel comfortable around them, and you feel protected around them. Angelic beings are also as free as the beings from the 7th and 8th dimension, and they are very powerful. The one thing that they are special is they have dealt with adversity, and they are able to defend from them. So that's what makes them powerful. Their purpose is to help, serve, and guide others. I have seen someone who has an angelic soul and has past lives as angels in their records, and their energies are very comfortable and peaceful. They have had roles to guide souls that are stuck in a lower vibrational realm, and they pulled them out from there. So these angels are very talented and absolutely powerful in that regard. They are light beings who are able to tame the dark and withstand the dark. I see fallen angels as a symbol of dark workers. Since they know the dark, they have worked with the dark, they are able to deal with the dark. Overall, angels are the best guardians to call for help when dealing with difficult entities or energies. Next, we have the 11th to the 13th dimension. These are the realms of the deities, gods, and goddesses. They are the creators and co-creators of the universe. These beings are able to create and uncreate anything. It's very complicated to explain them through my human mind, but I'll do my best. At the beginning, I saw a vision of the 13th Elohim. They were in the 13th dimension and they were the main creators of the universe. I saw them as a group, like a council surrounding a huge ball of light, an orb. At first, Lyra was created. The projects were passed on to Lyrans to develop planets, moons, galaxies, the sun. Together, the other star galactics such as the Sirians, Andromedans, Pleiadians, Arcturians joined in to work together in this dimension to create more life. Slowly, the Milky Way was formed as a galaxy and it became enriched with life. In the video about the Lyrans, I have mentioned that they were the main creators of Earth and their goals were to create heaven there. And in the Sirius video, I talked about many spiritual masters and gods came from there. Be sure to watch those two videos to learn more about the 12th dimension. Now, we have the 0th dimension, which is the void and nothingness. I have been there, and it was pure emptiness. The void can make us feel nihilistic, but also feel absolute peace depending on how you take it. And below that, we have the negative dimension, where some of us call it the hell realm, but I personally call it the shadow realms. Many dark workers access that realm through astral traveling while working with those energies. This is also the realm to do shadow work and work with our shadows and our lower selves. I have seen dark workers who have had lives in the negative realms, but for a good reason. One guy I did the readings with was the underworld wizard that tamed the shadow beasts, such as the werewolves, the hellhounds, and many other shadow creatures. So dark workers are very powerful to have as an ally, as they are able to tame the dark. And this isn't the end yet. There are higher dimensions beyond the 13th. The rabbit hole is as deep as infinite and everlasting. We can never truly see the end unless we want to. Dimensions do not have to be about levels too, but for some reasons, we humans want to compare and rank them as levels. It can be as random and spontaneous as it gets. Whew. That was one heck of a ride, isn't it? I hope I didn't overload you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I really put more effort into this one, especially with the editing, so I hope you like it. I'm also offering cheap Akashic Records reading and teaching you how to do it yourself. So please, email me on manifestyouridealdreams@gmail.com and we can schedule a session together. I will leave the details in the description below too. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace!